Brain Break News. Informative and unreliable. This is BBN.
Hello, welcome to Brain Break News. I'm Mr. Lee. We begin with breaking news. So this is happening live here, so bear with me here. Just to catch you up, some viewers may recall a story from our last episode where we blew the whistle on Miss Brobeck. We caught Miss Brobeck misleading the school as to her location. She said she was in a classroom, but in reality, she was secretly in her office. And you might remember from our exclusive footage, we caught her red-handed. Now, apparently, she's prepared to give a statement at a press conference regarding these allegations brought exclusively by us here at BBN. While we wait for the press conference to start, there you can see Mr. Foreman doing a mic check. Looks like it's not working too well. While we wait for the press conference to start, let's bring in Greg, longtime contributor and current weather forecaster for us here at BBN. Greg, what's the forecast for Miss Brobeck moving forward?
Thanks for having me, Mr. Lee. Yeah, this is a really big moment for Miss Brobeck. Some might say this isn't a big deal. Like, who cares? She just forgot to change her sign, but I personally think this is a classic slippery slope situation. Miss Brobeck really has to nip this in the bud so it doesn't turn into a bigger story.
Thank you for that insight, Greg. I'm getting word now that the press conference is about to start. Let's go there now live.
Miss Brobeck! Miss Brobeck!
I'm not going to be taking any questions right now. I stand before you to address an issue that has recently come to light. As many of you are aware, I have been called out by Brain Break News for an instance of miscommunication regarding my location in the school. It has come to my attention that my office door indicated I was in my classroom, when in fact I was not. I want to take full responsibility for this falsehood. Let me be absolutely clear. This was an unintentional oversight. I did not change the sign on my door. And while this may seem like a minor mistake, I recognize that it led to confusion and disappointment among some in our school. For that, I am deeply sorry. I sincerely apologize to those who were affected by my mistake. I understand that regardless of intent, it let some people down. And for that, I am truly sorry. I would also like to thank the school administration for their support during this time. We are committed to ensuring that such an error does not happen again. In closing, I want to reiterate my commitment to upholding the truth of this community. Mistakes happen, but it is how we address them that defines us. I am committed to learning from this experience and ensuring that it does not happen again. Thank you. No questions. No questions.
Welcome back. That press conference was something. We're going to go now to another serious topic. We have a classic one-on-one interview with a local principal, Mike Reeder. Someone anonymously, delivered this to me here at Brain Break News. It is a baseball card, and we're going to go one-on-one with Mr. Reeder and hold his feet to the flame. Here's our interview. Welcome. Joining us today is Mr. Reeder, principal. Nice to have you here, Mr. Reeder.
My pleasure, Mr. Lee.
It's kind of casual day here. Otherwise, we'd be wearing tuxedos.
I would think, or some kind of tie, yes.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, let's dive right into it. Do you know what this is?
I'm going to say it's a baseball card.
So you admit that this is a baseball card?
I will admit, yes.
Okay.
It is a baseball card.
Can you tell me, do you recognize the person on this baseball card?
Well, name, it's obviously me, yeah.
So you admit that this is you on the baseball card?
It is. It is.
Okay. So you admit that once in your past, when you were younger, you played baseball to the level that strangers put your name and picture on a trading card? Do you admit it?
What are you trying to get here, Mr.?
I want the truth. Just tell me the truth, Mr. Reader. Our viewers need to know.
I admit. I did.
So you
Back
admit
in the day.
So you admit it. There you have it, folks. Mr. Reader, current principal and former baseball player, admittedly. Sorry this was a little bit tough, Mr. Reader, but thank you for joining us.
It was tough,
Yeah.
but I appreciate you.
All right, back to you. That was a great expose, if I say so myself. With all this hard-hitting breaking news, we forgot something. We forgot to find the cheese stick. Now that our mood is lightened, let's check in with Greg and see what's happened in the skies with weather.
It's melty.
Melty.
Yeah, it was super cold. Now it's getting warmer and melty.
All right. Thank you, Greg, and thank you for your analysis earlier in the broadcast. Now, more news. Well, guess who's back in the news again? That's right. It's our eagle friend that came to visit us here a while back. You might remember just as class was letting out, or as school was letting out, rather, the bald eagle was perched on top of our school surveying the area. Now, guess who is back? Just a couple days ago, I, with my eagle eye, no pun intended, caught the eagle at our school again, but this time up in a tree. I tried to get to the bottom of it, and I attempted an interview with the eagle. Here's how that went. Hi, Mr. Lee with Brain Break News. Can I ask what you're doing here? Are you just flying through? Are you looking for prey? If so, you might want to hang out by the middle school wing. Just saying. Don't tell them I said that. Look, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Why won't you address any of my questions? What are you trying to hide? Hey, what are you trying to hide? Who are you wearing? I can't tell if that eagle's being secretive or just rude. I'll let you think about that while we go to commercial. Be right back.
At the end of their arms, there are no gloves. Their hands are cold. At the end of their arms, there are no gloves. Let the truth be told.
This is BBN.
Oh, I hope you didn't find it. I hope it was tougher this time. Last time was too easy. It was over here. Woo. That about does it. Well, that's the way it is. Good night, Greg.
Good night, Mr. Lee.
And good night and good luck from BBN, where we bring you all the news you can use and some you can't. Good night, everyone.